It's easy to understand grain when we're talking straight with the grain or straight across the grain. But what about when the cuts are angled? I'm going to show you a real easy way to understand cutting with the grain by using a deck of cards. Start by drawing a triangle that's angled across the grain in 3 different directions. Take your deck of cards and line them up straight with the grain. And then angle the edge of the cards parallel to the angle of your cut. The direction that the cards ripple smoothly is with the grain. Let's look at the second side. Again, put the cards directly in line with the grain and angle them parallel to the angle of your cut. This one ripples from left to right, so that's a with the grain cut. And now the last one. The cards ripple smoothly from top to bottom, so there's our with the grain cut. Now let me show you how to make the cuts. The first cut, I'll use a standard position with my knife and cut right along the line with the grain. The second cut, I'll need to roll my knife over to cut with the grain. I like to hold the knife with my index finger wrapped around the handle and in the notch, and my thumb underneath the handle to form a firm base. I don't like putting my thumb on top of the blade. I lose control that way. Whereas with my thumb underneath the handle of the knife, I have a firm, stable base and a consistent angle. And here's how I make the cut. And the third cut is also rolled over to cut with the grain. I needed a little more depth on that second cut. Get out your deck of cards, your cutting knife and a practice board, and download the pattern called Curves and Grain from your membership pattern vault. This part of the pattern will give you plenty of practice on making with the grain cuts. Have your cards handy, line them up as I just showed you in this video, and you'll get all the practice you need rolling your knife over to cut with the grain when needed. Thanks for joining me in this lesson on how to carve with the grain, and I'll see you here again next time at mychipcarving.com.